Bertans for the win. Yes! A 1-point lead.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
There's time.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Whiteside didn't want it.
Jordan, the screen for the win.
No way. Yes! Let's go.
Oh, man. Good game, Danny.
What a game.
Good
what
game.
a game.
Well played.
Good game, Danny.
Well.
I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Kobe White. Miles Bridges is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. Count the basket. Well, Coach, we're just a couple of games in, and you know how people like me like to overreact. How about predicting the fate of two teams this early in the schedule?
Well, Brian, here's my prediction. Anyone trying to make predictions on how these teams will end up this early in the year will probably be wrong.
Well, that's never stopped me before.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
T.J. McConnell taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for McConnell. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Here's Williams. Pass to Dillingham. And he goes big with the dunk right over Miles Bridges.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And stolen by Williams. That's good from Dillingham on the assist from Williams.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with St. Louis's head coach, and he said when you watch film on Karl Anthony Towns, his size is impressive, but when you're actually standing next to him, he looks a whole lot bigger. And he knows how to use that size on the blocks and on the perimeter, which makes him an especially tough cover. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Turner. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area.
Pass to Towns. McConnell outside. Tries to save it, but out of bounds. The Sound will take it. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Castle. Murray with it. And the layup falls.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Cleveland calls timeout. Coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Here's Rizachet. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose. Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. White for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. The shot by Towns, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the left wing. Outside, Williams from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by McConnell.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Now here's McConnell for three. Bridges. The rebound by Turner. Pass to Castle. Williams against White. And they'll get another chance. Clock at 6. And stolen by McConnell. Now here's Towns. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
St. Louis calls timeout. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Robinson, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for St. Louis.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And here's Allen. Pass to Anthony. Driving to the basket, and the layup is good off the glass.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
St. Louis leading by 12. Outside, Williams. And here's Robinson, guarded by Wiseman. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. And here are the sound now. Pass to Hardy. 1:33 left to play in the first. And he gets that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Anthony, the pass to Williams. Now Anthony. And the shot goes.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Anthony's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Williams. Here's Whitmore. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Anthony. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Bay, he's checked in for Williams. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Anthony. That one rolls around and rims out. St. Louis leading by 14. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Robinson Earl. Over Williams. Robinson Earl with the bucket.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Hardy. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's St. Louis, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from St. Louis, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Miles Bridges is out there with Moody. Then there's Anthony. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's White in at the 2. Moody misses.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
White against Bay. Shoots over White. And it's Bay. That time on the assist by Whitmore.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
White, the pass to Bridges. Robinson Earl with a rebound. St. Louis leading by 23. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Dillingham. Six to shoot. And he makes it. Dillingham's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
St. Louis making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Risachet, he's checked in for Cleveland. McConnell comes in for Anthony. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Turner gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Turner's got 6.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Keegan Murray's checked in for St. Louis. Williams comes in for Bay. Williams with it. He's got 5. Shot from the low block. Nice shot by Turner.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Turner's gone 4 of 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Towns has got room. Money on the 19-footer. 5 points in the game.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Nice shot by Turner.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's McConnell. Towns outside. Here's White. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 5.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Grant, how about Kobe White? Going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes.
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
Here's St. Louis now. They're on a 15-6 run. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. McConnell passes to Bridges. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Miles Bridges. 2 shots.
That's good from Bridges. No good on the second free throw.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Pass to Dillingham. Now Turner. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there.
Here's Rizachet. White on the wing. Defended by Murray. Just 5 to shoot. The teardrop. That one falls. White's got 7.
Well, there you see the skill of White, able to float the ball into the basket.
Pass to Turner. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Now here's Turner. 14 points for him. And there it is for him. 16 points for him.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Cleveland calls timeout. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Some room here for Anthony. St. Louis with a rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Whitmore. No points yet. A deep 3. And another 3 for St. Louis.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
1:10 left to play in the half. Pass to Castle. Here's Murray. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Allen with it. lets it go from the baseline and nails it. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Hardy. Over Anthony. Hardy's shot is good. Hardy's gotten his third basket of the night.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And there's the rejection. Now here's Robinson. He's got 5. Pass to Murray. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Murray's got 6 points.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for St. Louis. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Miles Turner lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. It's been quite a night so far for him. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Miles Turner really making a difference here.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Keegan Murray is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Castle. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Dillingham in at the point. Pass to Turner. 14 feet away. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Turner.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
And for Cleveland, they've got TJ McConnell. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Risacher in at the small forward. White can't hit.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And for the sound, Castle is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Keegan Murray. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
McConnell passes to Towns. Here's Risacher. Williams defending. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
That free throw, no good.
Well, since being selected first overall back in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been such an incredible force for his career, averaging a double-double, someone you can build around.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game. Wow!
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Pass to Rizachet. It's Bridges on the wing, inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Back to McConnell. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. McConnell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a solid pass by Towns. Excellent job spotting and hitting the open man.
Pass to Castle. Here's Turner. And it's good from the elbow. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
McConnell outside. Bridges outside. From 12 feet. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
And he drops it in from the low post. Turner's got 22.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Hook loose. And he drains the quick shot. 24 points for him.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Here's White. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Turner. Over Towns. Nice shot by Turner.
Oh my, sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
And Cleveland has possession. Now Bridges. They need this. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Williams. Over Rizachet. A good-looking shot from the wing. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Turner. Uses the glass on the layup. Turner's got 12 points in just the second half. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for St. Louis.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
A longer guard, the 6'5" White, doing a nice job inside.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
That one's off.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
And he sinks the second. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Robinson. That one goes in. Robinson's got 7 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now Wiseman. With the 7-footer. Nice jump shot. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Here's Dillingham. 10 points for him. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. For three. St. Louis with a rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
St. Louis shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for the Sound, Robert Dillingham. 2 shots.
First one falls. Allen, he's checked in for White. Both shots good from the strike. Now Anthony. Here's Wiseman, and it's Wiseman with the jam.
Well, Anthony is going to see those gaps and exploit them. He's got good vision.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dillingham. 14 points for him. And that one's good. Dillingham's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Wiseman finds Anthony. Allen outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for the St. Louis Sound. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Cavaliers, they've got Williams. He's out there with James Wiseman. Moses Moody out there with Grayson Allen. And it's Wesley in at the 1.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Hardy. Bay outside. Count that one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Moody. From outside the arc. And Cleveland another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Bay outside. Pass to Robinson. And the shot goes down.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Robinson's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Here's Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
That'll be a 5-second call. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for St. Louis. Livers, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Allen, the pass to Wiseman. To the wing, right side. Here's Wesley. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Blake Wesley. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Pass to Bay. Here's Hardy. Tries it from 19. And he knocks the jumper down. Turner's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Now Wiseman. Here's Wesley. Blocked. To the inside. Turner with it. Guarded now by Williams. And then Turner with the dunk.
Nice focus on the finish. Turner making sure he did everything he could to muscle it in.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And that one falls for Turner.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league who can also score at all three levels.
Wesley, the pass to Wiseman. Over Turner. And it's Wiseman missing. And here's Griffin. Pass to Hardy. Here's Turner, guarded by Wiseman. The fadeaway. Count it. Turner's got 7 now in this quarter.
At almost 7 feet, Turner is a great shooter for his height.
Here's Wesley. Here's Livers. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Turner with it. Griffin outside. Back to Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Turner's got 37.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Allen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 5 to shoot. Wesley, the pass to Wiseman. And no good. The dry spell continues. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season. And if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
Turner, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Second team foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Outside Moody. They still need this. Goes back up. Here's Wiseman. That shot is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Pass to Hardy. Over Anthony. Hardy's shot is good.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen, left side. Back to Moody. 5 on the clock. Shot is up. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Good work there as it goes.
Being productive. Turner is a constant offensive threat.
A minute 31 left in the game. Anthony, the pass to Allen. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Sound.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game from Miles Turner.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Castle. Turner's got 46.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Castle. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 48.
And you know, he's no stranger to physical play inside. At either end, Turner's as tough as they come.
Anthony outside. Back to Allen. He gets it in there.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
15 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Hardy. Now here's Turner. Guarded by Wiseman. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And so it's St. Louis winning this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And we'll see you next time.